You might recognise these pieces from my last video where I was showing you how I made these blanks with bed slats and a bit of hardwood door liner. I made a load of them. Now I need some more hardwood to go on the outside edge. I ain't got any door liner left. So what I have got is not the liner, but I've got the doors. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Well, that's because well, my last video was November, I think. And then the end of November, I had the operation on my sinuses, which wiped me out for a month. I had to have a month off work, and then I wasn't allowed to do anything or go anywhere that involved dust. That means this place, of course, but also my own work as well. So that got put on the back burner. I actually had my sinuses cleared out because I had what's called polyps growing up there, just harmless lumps of flesh that blocks your head up. You can't breathe, you can't smell, you can't do anything. And so I've had that removed, and the world has just become smellier and brighter again. But it's made me think about, even though it wasn't caused by dust and all that stuff, I need to cut down on it. So where is he? Got myself one of these. It's a lot better than just like the standard masks, you know, the little covery things. That's going to sort me out a bit. And on this next thing, it would normally involve me sanding stuff and all that nonsense, where I'm going to try a couple of more things that are less dusty, less messy. This is what I've got to do. They are pieces of a hardwood door. Now I cut these off a door that my friend found a couple of years ago now. I whizzed round there, sliced it up, took the pieces that I want off it. It's hard and it's heavy. Christ knows what it is, and I don't need to get into that. It's just lovely. Now normally, when I've used these bits before and I've cut them to the sizes I need, I've slammed them through planers. And then normally I would use my belt sander. And other kind of grindery things to get it all off, getting paint off and things like that, but also creating a shite load of dust. I've even gone ahead and used a router with a router sled. And all those things. Like I said, I'm going to try a couple of more ways of doing stuff, but less dusty. One of these is going to involve a tool with a big knob on it. A scraper. I'm going to try scraping that, and I'm also going to try out, I've used it before, but I'm going to try out a comparison, some paint and varnish remover. What I'm going to do, I'm going to slice some of that up and do a comparison of remover on one load and scrapey on another. Yeah, they're both going to turn out fine, I know they are, but how long does it take, and how do I feel about it? Yeah, so let's have a go at that, shall we? So first off, I'm going to give this fellow a go. Now how's this work? You probably know, but hey, you've got a blade on the end. There's your wood. Push down on the blade and scrape, and guess what it's called? Yes, a scraper. Rocket science it ain't. This is the elbow grease version of doing it. Let's try this out. I'm not, I'm not in a race, I'm not in a rush, but I don't want to be flogging a dead horse either, so let's see how it goes. This is old paint, probably 800 layers of the stuff. Nah, maybe not, slight exaggeration, Joe, but let's see what we can get from this. That's not bad, not bad at all. No dust, just the paint bits keeping themselves to themselves, and it's not taking much time. Elbow grease, yeah, but there ain't no harm in that. That's not bad at all. Now, let's find the longest piece, which is this one. That's about as long as I need. So if I could just go a bit longer than that, and I'm going to cut this down, just to make it easier to handle and manage in a small space, bashing the ceiling and bashing myself and knocking stuff over. So I'm going to chop it down. Easy to work with. Yeah, that's easy to handle. I mean, I don't know what this wood is. It's probably a peely thing, or who knows, who knows. I'm not going to worry about that. It's lovely though. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but we got like this. But we got like this yellowy, sick sort of coloured stuff underneath, and then the white stuff on top. And I was wondering if that's like some kind of undercoat, or somebody just liked that colour. Takes all, I suppose, doesn't it? There was a time when everybody liked their yellows and pastel colours and that sort of thing, so it could have been that. Could have been, could have been. Anyway, you cut through the first layers of the white, and then you get down to the sick layer. But luckily underneath the sick layer, there's the wood layer, and that's what we're after. Continue. That ain't too bad at all. Not too bad at all. No dust at all. All the paint bits get themselves, stick to the wood bits that I scraped off. And normally all that would be flying through the air and up your nose and all that sort of stuff. We avoided that. I'm happy with that. I mean, when I use the stuff in what I'm making with these things, yeah, I will have to sand. Of course, I'm still got to sand stuff for the finish, but for the getting the shite off, don't have to. Very good. I'm pleased with that. It's a shame it's not bigger. We all say that, don't we? But I know a little bit bigger would be nice, but I'm pleased with it. As the wood is, all good. I haven't done the edges because, well, that edge here is nice and flat, so I'll use that to run against the fence when I chop the slices off, so I don't need it. On the other edge, it's got a rounded profile on it. I don't want the rounded profile, so I shall chop that off. So I'm not going to waste my time scraping it. I'm just going to use the chunk in the middle. So that's that done. What I'm going to do now with the other piece, and perhaps this piece here as well, don't know, I'm going to try the same thing again, but with paint and varnish remover. I'm going to slap it on now, nice and generous like, and leave it till tomorrow. Just leave it, let it munch away and do what it likes. So let's do that now. Changed my mind, not using this piece anymore because of the holy bits, and avoid the holy as much as I can because I need a bit longer pieces. This will give me uninterrupted pieces, and yeah. Well, that's all slapped on as if I'd made a cake, but it's not. I'm going to leave that now. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to go home and yeah, wait for it to do. I'll come back tomorrow. Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow. Yeah, I'm interested actually. I've got a feeling that to get the maximum of this, it might work out that paint stripper and scraper is like the ultimate. It's like, yeah, the two together works fab. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I don't. Morning, 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 morning. So, you saw that, didn't you? It seems to have done something. It seems to have bubbled itself into life, as it could be said. But the question is that how deep does that go? How deep is your love, Wood? How deep does it go? So I'm going to attack it now. Well, that was officially a disappointment. I was expecting more, but then, truth be told, it is fair that this paint is thick as. Thick as, so maybe it should be soaked longer, double coats, but I want to get on, you know, I want to get on, so that's why I've started scraping it again. Yeah, it's weakened it, but it's only touched the top coat. Underneath is just as strong as it was before, really. Well, yeah, it's all there, as it's done what it should to the top, but this, you know, the sick level, that's still the same, but at least I've got something to there. So, as I want to do it now, I shall do it now. Let's have a go at it. This paint's thick, and at this stage of the game, this is doing wonderful, by the way, doing lovely. I really enjoy this. I'm glad I bought it. But now, everything's a scraper. A few years ago, I made this. Made it out of a letterbox and some wood, and it's a scraper. I'm going to attack it with this. No, Jeff, you're not allowed. Scraping only. Scrapey, scrapey, scrapey only. That's the process I've done. So, first was pure scrapey scrapey on this piece. Both sides, as you saw. I like it, I like it. Leaves actually a very, very smooth finish. So when you use the wood and then you go into your finishing, you don't have to do much, bit of light sanding. I like that a lot. Then we did the paint strip. Which on first looks, think, hey, it's dug into it, that's what we like. And then I scraped off the wobbly bits. It hadn't touched the layers underneath. It had touched the top layer, but it hadn't touched the layers underneath. That's where the thickness is. It didn't touch the fat. And so then attacked it with the scraper. Andy's mate. Do you remember when I said I had a feeling that it's going to be a combination of the two, paint stripper and scraping? Turned out like that, didn't it? Foreshadowing, could that be called? No, just a hunch. Just a hunch. But I got the results I wanted. I got down to the good wood without creating dust, and none of that. A bit more elbow grease, but I am certainly not scared of elbow grease. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to end this video now, because we've seen it, we've done the process. I mean, there's nothing more to add. Just repeat. What I'm going to do with these, I'm going to scrape off the wobbly bits and slap another layer on and just, you know, see what difference that makes. Yeah, just another day in the workshop. Pretty cold, actually, pretty cold. It's one of those winter days where you get a brilliant blue sky, crystal clear light, and a few degrees in temperature. Anyhow, nice one. See you a bit. Bye.